Hi, my name is Brad Meltzer, and this is my newest book. It's called Heroes for My Son. When I started looking at heroes, I started making my list. And of course, the first people we think of are the people that we live and spend our time with. My first hero in my life was my grandfather, Ben Rubin. And when I was younger, he used to tell me, of all things, stories about Batman, because he knew I loved Batman stories. And he used to tell me this story, and it went like this. He'd say, Batman and Robin are in the Batmobile on the edge of a cliff. And in front of them is a white van with the Joker, the Penguin, the Riddler, and Catwoman in it. And then they caught him. And I would say, tell it again. And he'd say, Batman and Robin are in the Batmobile. And he would tell me the same story over and over and over for no other reason than he knew I loved it. And you know what? That's a hero to me. Someone who's selfless with their time and does something for someone else for no other reason than it benefits that person. And he taught me the power of a good story. It's what defined my entire life, was using that power of telling stories. That's what I do every single day as a writer. But if you ask me my favorite hero in the book, it's my mother. My mother died 2 years ago from breast cancer. It's the real reason why I finished this book. And a couple years back, my publisher was shutting down. I didn't know if anyone was going to take over my contract, and I called my mom to tell her that I was watching my career deteriorate. And she said to me, I'd love you if you were a garbage man. And it wasn't anything she practiced, she just would blurt it out. And to this day, every day I sit down to write, I say those words to myself. I'd love you if you were a garbage man, just soaking in that love my mom had for me. And it's just one of those things I need, I love. But if you said to me, what's the best page in the book? It's the last 2 pages. They're blank. And they say your hero's photo here and your hero's story here. And I promise you, you take a picture of your husband or your wife or your dad or your mom, your grandfather, your grandmother, a teacher in your life, someone who told you that you could do it, and you put their picture in this book and you write one sentence about what they gave you, I promise you that will be the most beautiful page in the entire book. And that's what I want this book to be, a way for you to say, thank you for being my hero.